I'm your host Troy, and welcome to this episode of Vaulted Reviews. Before snowboard comps were live streamed, before social media shoutouts and brand deals, there was Tina Basich, a pioneer, a powerhouse, and one of the first women to put her name on a pro model snowboard. This is her story. Tina didn't just show up in the early days. She helped build the sport from the ground up. Coming out of Sacramento in the late 80s, she dropped into a male-dominated scene with nothing but raw style and pure love for the ride. She entered contests with barely a handful of other women. And by the time most folks knew her name, she had already helped shape the path for women in snowboarding. In a sport that could be isolating for women, Tina found something rare, a sister in shred, Shannon Dunn. Together, they made waves on the competition circuit, and off the mountain, they made moves that mattered. They co-founded Boarding for Breast Cancer, using the snowboard stage to raise awareness and fund research. They also designed the Prom and Tuesday outerwear brands that gave women gear that actually reflected their style. More than teammates, they were co-creators of a movement. And in 1994, Tina made history with the release of her pro model snowboard from Kemper. Alongside Shannon Dunn, who had her first pro model that same year with Sims. The two became the first women to put their names on snowboards backed by a major marketing push in the US. That movement wasn't just rider-driven, it was also powered by women behind the scenes. Women like Lisa Hudson with Prom and Gayleen Nagel at Sims, who championed Shannon's board and helped drive the women's gear into the spotlight. Tina had been vocal about the need for gear built for women because women riders were already out there. They were already out there charging just as hard and asking for it. These weren't token graphics slapped on existing boards. They were legit high-performance pro models designed by and for women who were changing the game. It was a pivotal moment when the snowboard industry finally started seeing women not just as participants, but as leaders. Tina's base featured clean lines and a striking red trident, but it was the top sheet that told the story. A dark, mysterious castle perched on a cliff, rising above the ocean below. It was moody and it was powerful, just like Tina's riding. She didn't play into stereotypes, she redefined them. Her name Basich, stamped along the tail, wasn't just a signature, it was a declaration. This board let every girl on the hill know that they had a place in snowboarding, and it gave the industry no choice but to take notice. The 94 Kemper Basich wasn't just a pro model, it was a breakthrough. Tina's legacy isn't just medals and media, it's a culture. And in 2003, she released her memoir, Pretty Good for a Girl, telling her raw personal story. She helped get women on the radar in a sport that barely acknowledged their presence. And in 2023, she and Shannon were inducted into the US Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame. The first year women snowboard athletes were included. Snowboarding owes Tina more than most people realize. She fought for gender equality long before hashtags. She showed that style and strength go hand in hand, and she proved that being pretty good for a girl was pretty damn legendary. So the next time you see a woman's pro model, or a stacked woman's comp lineup, or a young girl sending it in the park, tip your beanie to Tina. She rode so they could too. This has been another Vaulted Review. Tina Basich, icon, trailblazer, co-pilot of a movement. Be sure to like, comment, and share. And thanks for watching.